Hello, this is Brian Purdy with the Florida Aviation Network. Today, day 2 of the Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo 2024 at the Innovation Showcase in the Future in Flight Plaza. Today, we're talking with Steve O'Connor of FlyBreezy, and we're going to talk about some of the products that they've come up with to make power available on your aircraft. Good afternoon, Steve. How are you doing today?
Great. How are you?
Great. So, of course, this is your first time at Innovation Showcase because we just started. Have you had a chance to show your product off at any other air shows?
No, I have not. This is actually our debut. Yesterday was our first day showing these to public. We've gotten some pretty good foot traffic, but
eventually we hope you will be there because this is meant to help you start up and get to that point where, yes, that's a reasonable expense for what it's going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to let you tell us about the Breezy and its purpose, how it came about, how you saw a need for it, and I'll just let you go from there.
Sure. So the FlyBreezy, it's a wind-powered USB generator. The first thought of it was probably 5 years ago. I had a buddy of mine flying with me. They brought a GoPro camera and it died during the flight. There's no way I could charge it because it was outside the aircraft. I made a simple prototype back then. Wasn't a whole lot of focus on it though, and I waited a few years, and then after that I was flying along in California. I was flying right over Owens Lake, and Owens Lake had this really cool crystal formation. There's like these awesome octagon shapes in the water. I wanted to get it on video, and I had my GoPro mounted on my wing, so I was flying probably 20 feet over the water, and as soon as I hit the record button from my phone, the camera died. I was so frustrated. I lost all the footage. I had about 2 seconds of good footage, and it was just lost. So I never had an opportunity to get what I wanted, and I was pretty frustrated. So after that, I really actually worked towards making something that could help me. And now here we are with these production models, and they're just, like I said earlier, they're wind-powered USB chargers. The air goes in, electricity comes out. They put out about 15 watts. So with 15 watts, you can charge 2 GoPro cameras. And the minimum airspeed that you can get full power output is 65 miles an hour. And yeah, like I said, with 15 watts, that's enough to charge 2 GoPros, or it can fast charge one device, such as a smartphone, something like that. And if you're only running one GoPro, they typically consume around 5, 6, maybe 7 watts. So with that, the Breezy could fly to a lower speed than 65 miles an hour, and it could still charge a GoPro. So typically, the Breezy will power your camera all the way down from final to where you touch down on the runway, and then it'll kick off, and as soon as you throttle back up and you go to take off, it'll kick right back on. There's no user input needed. It's all self-regulated. It's all automatic. It just kicks on when it's available and it kicks off when it's not available.
So it doesn't, the wattage that's available, is it the wattage that's available that kicks it on and off, or what?
Airspeed. So you need the fan running at the correct RPM.
Okay.
And then as soon as you have enough energy turning that fan, it can pull power from it and it'll charge your device.
Now, had you seen, was it the RAT technology, the air turbine? Had you seen any of that before, or just, okay, that's part of your research?
Yes. I'm an airline mechanic myself, so I'm familiar with working on RATs. The airlines I work on all have RATs, and I've worked on them before, so they're pretty cool. These are basically the same thing. It's just enclosed in a small extruded tube.
Great. That looks great. So what are you foreseeing as the future products? This is just your first. Hopefully you'll have many, and new doors will open. It's like, hey, we could use power for this or that.
Yeah, so in the future, I'd like to take the same body that we have here and convert it to a 12-volt model, so you can use it as a backup RAT for your aircraft battery or your onboard electrical system. And then also, since the Breezy puts out more than enough power to power 2 GoPros, possibly something smaller in the future, a little bit more affordable, that's got just enough energy for 1 GoPro, just to keep the overall size smaller and less drag, something like that.
Okay, great. Well, I always let the guest have the last word before we sign off. Anything, how's your time here at Sun and Fun? We mentioned a little bit, but have you had a chance to see any of the sites outside?
Oh, Sun and Fun is great. What I want to do today is walk around and check out the exhibits. I've been in here for the last 2 days, so I just want to walk around and check it out. But yeah, having people walk around is great. If people come to see the product, it's getting the name out there. It's pretty useful.
And what's the booth number here?
It says IS9 and IS10 in the Innovation Showcase.
Great, great. Well, I am glad you're here. Hopefully we'll have a long relationship showing your products and have a mutual beneficial time. So this is Brian Purdy with the Florida Aviation Network. Thank you for being with us at day 2 of the Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo 2024 and Innovation Showcase Future in Flight Plaza, as we're talking with Steve O'Connor, and we're learning about how to power our devices on the outside of the aircraft. Have a great day.